Hello, my name is Jane Hoy. I am an assistant director at the Salisbury Neighborhood Housing Services.
Thank you for talking to us about JA Inspire today. My first question is, what does an assistant director do?
Well, quite a few different things throughout the course of the day. I am also a loan originator for our agency, which means I help to originate loans, closing cost loans for persons that are purchasing homes, rehab loans for persons that want to make repairs in their homes as well. I also make sure that our loan customers are making their payments on time. And if not, I have to send them out a delinquency notice and then discuss with them why they're falling behind and the importance of them remaining current on their loans. And also answering the telephone, sending out letters, things of that nature. A lot of various duties throughout the course of the day.
Sounds pretty busy. My next question, can you just tell me a little bit about how your career path took form or your career story?
Well, believe it or not, I have a background of appliances. I was a parts expediter for General Electric, and they downsized, and then I ended up working at an agency in my hometown as a weatherization coordinator. And then I progressed to the weatherization coordinator for Newcastle County. And then I became a housing counselor. And then I moved to Salisbury as a housing counselor, and I've been with the agency 15 years and worked my way up to becoming an assistant director.
Oh, that is a very interesting path. Thanks for sharing. My next question is, what kind of skills do you need to have your job or to do your job?
You need to be organized. You also need to be able to think quickly on your feet, computer skills, oral skills, writing skills. So English is good, even though you may not like English, but English is good. Computer skills, I'm not as good as I should be, but I'm better than I used to be. But definitely computer skills are a plus. And just there's a lot of reading. You have to do a lot of certifications. So if you don't like reading, JAs, you have to start to like reading. Math is another component of my job. Not necessarily algebra or geometry, but adding, subtracting, division. So those are the types of things that you need to know in order to do my job.
Those are very important skills. My next question, what sort of education beyond high school would be needed for a job like yours?
Well, I don't have a degree, believe it or not. I have life experience. I have been to college. I've taken college courses, but I've never actually obtained a degree. But that doesn't mean you can't end up as an assistant director, such as myself. It depends on what field you're going into. Some fields require that. This job probably does require it, but with my background and history of housing, it allowed me to advance to this position. But I would encourage you, if you want to do something like this, yes, you may want to go to college. An associate degree would be good, even a bachelor's degree. But with being a loan originator, you would still have to take a course to get your license. And so that can be very challenging. And then you have to do continuing education credits every year in order to sustain your license. So I would encourage you, if that's what you think you want to do, it would give you a nice background to have that degree going forward into this type of position.
Well, that is very helpful to know. Thank you. How do you use time management skills in your job?
That's part of being organized. You want to come to work on time. And you basically want to map out the portion of your day. Like, believe it or not, sometimes in the morning when I'm preparing to come to work, I'm going through what it is that I need to accomplish throughout the course of the day. What I need to do, case in point, this morning I had a person that came in and actually applied for a closing cost loan. Prior to the individual coming in, I actually started working on the file before they came in, so that when they came in, it was a smooth transition into taking information from her and then transmitting the forms and having her sign off. So time management is very, very critical in what I do. There are some days time gets away from you and you're not as organized as you want to be because things happen, things come up. You may have a person that was supposed to close on a loan, but for whatever the reason, they're not going to. And so then you have to rewrite your loan documents. So it's good to be organized in anything that you do, and especially with what I do in the organization. So.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with everything you said. My next question is a little fun. What is the coolest thing you've ever done at work?
The coolest thing I've ever done at work, believe it or not, is helping someone that comes in who needed help with restoring their credit and also helping them to learn how to save and actually helping them to buy their first house. I get so overjoyed for them. You would think I was going to move into the house with them, especially when you've worked with them for a period of time. Some of my clients I've worked with for 2 to 3 years to get them to home ownership. And that is the fun part. Also, at the end of the year, we give out gifts to our home buyers that buy within the course of the year. When you're able to knock on their door and present them with a wreath or a Christmas cactus to see their face, that's the fun part. The fun part. The fun part is getting someone in the beginning of planning goals, setting goals, and then reaching those goals. So that's really exciting for me.
That sounds very exciting. My last question is what kind of advice would you give a student, an eighth grade student, when choosing their career?
Make sure it's something that you really want to do, something that you're going to enjoy doing, that's rewarding for you. Not anything that anyone else can pick out for you. You know for yourself what you want to be. You may think today you want to be a doctor. By the time you get to go to college, that could change. You may not want to be a doctor then. And so continue to stay in junior achievements. I was in a junior achievement program when I was younger, and it helps set the pace for you to set goals in life, to reach those goals. And some of the things that you learn from JA will never leave you. And the thing is, be true to yourself and work hard at school, get good grades. That's the ultimate goal. And that will help you get to a career and choose a career in which you really want. So that's what I say. Make it fun. Sometimes it can be very daunting. So make it fun and pick something that you really enjoy in life.
That is great advice. Well, that's all I had. So thank you so much for talking to
You're
me.
welcome. It was my pleasure.